special episode that we are recording for you because we have a number 3 in the house today. Katarina.
Yep, it's me, number 3.
Number 3. Katarina.
I just realised, like, no offense, but like today I just realised if you say it in a specific way of everything, it sounds Japanese. Rodaroo, Triaroo.
Well, that is the joke.
Yeah, I just like it. I just discovered it today. I was like, whoa, really? I can do that. Anyway, enough
Where
about
have
me.
you been?
Enough about me. Let's talk about the guest of our beautiful podcast.
Yep.
And guys, before we get into this, please subscribe and like the video for more guests to come.
Or podcast.
Ooh.
As the case may be.
Yeah.
If it ever exists.
Good job, Max. Good job. Katarina, take it away.
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm really excited to be here on this podcast. I've been waiting a while, so you know, and of course I'm the first guest, aren't I?
Yes.
I'm the first guest, the best guest, number 3. Yep. The best child as well.
No.
Turned out so great.
Yeah. We help her with all of her YouTube videos. Just wanna point that out there.
Actually, no, wait. Advice, yeah, but the editing is all me, folks. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's basically a cover channel. I think I'm not sure.
Yeah, of course.
And it's basically a cover. I cover a lot of songs.
Yourself. Plug.
I'm plugging.
Plug. Shameless.
Plug.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, so I do a lot of covers, like songs. I do my own spin on them, and I also do professional performer reacts because I am a performer. I just graduated in 2020.
Whoa.
Yep.
How was that? How was that?
So great. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. No, it was interesting. I basically haven't graduated yet, but we had like a goodbye ceremony on Zoom, so call it what you will. I should be receiving my diploma in the post any day now.
That's super sad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, you graduated last year, and what happened? So you had to graduate on Zoom.
Well, no. So they said to us, we're not gonna do what all the other colleges are doing or unis are doing. We want to have like a face-to-face graduation. We really want that for you guys, which was nice of them. But however, we basically haven't had it. We were supposed to have it in July 2020, and then they rescheduled it for November 2020, and then lockdown 2 happened, and then basically we haven't had it rescheduled again, but we're supposed to be having it, and I have a feeling if this year's graduation is allowed to happen for this year's final year, I feel like we're going to be maybe thrown in. That's my hunch. We're going to be thrown in with them, and we might have like a joint thing. I'm not sure.
I see.
I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. I hope we don't get forgotten. I would like to graduate, actually have that experience. I mean, but we'll see though, you know.
It's crazy what's happened to everyone in their graduation this year, and like apparently I heard a thing when you were doing when you got sent home, I heard you had to they were trying to freaking put a thing, your university was trying to make you like pay some ridiculous amount of money for like online.
Oh yeah, so they tried, so my
my
kind of school is like a specialist performing arts college. So, you know, you have to audition to get in, you have to pay for your audition, you know, it's quite prestigious as well, so, and it's kind of got like private school fees, I would say. So you have to pay for your tuition termly, and it's not cheap at all. It's not. It's quite up there with like proper private school tuition fees.
Which is sorry to interrupt, but that is kind of like the standard performing arts college is quite expensive.
That is the standard. Yeah, that is the standard.
Right.
But if you want to be on a prestigious if you want to go to a prestigious college, you know, it's that much unless you get like a DADA, which is a scholarship or something like that. Where was I going with this? Basically,
it's not cheap.
It's not cheap, and so they basically, for the last term where we got sent home because of Corona, they tried to charge us. They tried to charge us full tuition fees. which we definitely were like, no, because it was all online. You know, you're not in a dance studio, you're not in a big space. You basically have like lots of hazards as well around you, and you know, you're barely getting, like, my lessons were like halved as well. So it was just, you can't have a fruitful experience, you can't have you know, the experience that you should be having. I mean, I was supposed to be having we were supposed to be working on a musical, like full shows, you know, and then to be reduced to being in your living room 5 days a week.
I can't imagine.
Doing ballet lessons.
Yeah.
Like going from doing it in a studio to doing it
in a
by
huge
yourself.
studio where you're, you know, you can use all that space.
Yeah.
And then lots of people, I was lucky because, you know, we've got a good house and we've got big enough rooms, which is lucky, bigger than other people. But some people live, my friend, she lives with her boyfriend. She lived in this like 1-bedroom flat and was doing lessons in there, and it was just
That's crazy.
And then the biggest space is the communal space where people have to walk in and out of. So it was just, I couldn't imagine it for them even to have such constrictive, you know, spaces to dance. It was just, yeah. Anyway, so, but it all kind of worked out in the end.
Crazy.
So
yeah,
with the fees and stuff, but
So are they like basically this graduation that hasn't happened yet that they owe you, that they're still saying that they're going to do for you?
yeah.
What is that? What would that look like now? Like, obviously, are they going to wait until COVID is kind of done, and then if so, are they going to do a showcase for you? Like, what do you kind of know at all? What's supposed to happen?
So I don't think they should have, because you can't predict the future.
Sure.
Especially, we all know that now very much. And
Oh yeah.
they were like, we're going to give you a showcase and we're going to give you your graduation. I'm not even sure about having the graduation at the moment. I'm gonna hope for the best but prepare for the worst always, you know. And
Definitely.
yeah, and so I am hoping. They sent us an email after that second lockdown from when we were supposed to have our graduation in the November,
Yeah.
and they said we're gonna reschedule it, but I haven't heard since.
So you haven't heard from the Max,
From the college.
you haven't heard from the college
No.
since last year.
Yeah.
Last year September.
I think so. No, November.
Last
After
year,
that, it was like December. It's a bit hazy, but yeah. After basically when we were supposed to have our rescheduled graduation.
I don't know. I dislike the people in charge of university and schools of saying like, this date this will happen, and then it doesn't. It's a formality. Like it's not real. You know what I mean? I really dislike the fact that they think they want to make people calm, that we put this date, and then when it doesn't meet to that date, everyone's going to be more angry.
I think it's hard, because I think I would be more upset if they didn't give us a date.
Yeah,
you know,
I think they need to give you hope, don't they?
Yeah,
but that,
Like, otherwise it's like, you know, if you say to people, and that's the thing as well, it's like the government saying, oh yeah, 8th of March, you know, and then, you know, pushing things back, whatever. They have to give a date, because otherwise people are just gonna be blindly like, you know, with no hope, with nothing to look forward to.
Nothing to look forward to, grab onto.
You know.
I'm at the point where I'm happy where I am. I'm saying I'm at the point where I don't see any date, in my opinion. I'd rather be preferred that we're trying to get this done and everything. Like I don't like to be given a date, because for there to be so many dates in the past and then all of it just to fall down and not be there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not trusting in any date.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be like hopeful for that date, and then it's just not gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. It's like it's not gonna be, everything's gonna be normal. No, I'm being realistic, and I think if they're just gonna give us a date, it's gonna go either a lot of chances where it actually something good could happen, or a lot of chance, or there's a majority of the chances that it's not gonna happen. You know, like schools won't open and shops won't open, and I'm done hoping because I'm just gonna get more hurt and hurt if I just keep hoping for that specific date.
Yeah, I do understand that, but I don't know, like, out of the two evils, like, giving a date and then extending it, or not giving any date at all, I think giving a date and extending it is definitely better. Because, you know, you don't give people a date, then it will become anarchy, honestly. Like, people will just be waiting.
Yeah, I agree with
for,
you
like,
there.
they will be waiting endlessly, and it will just turn to,
There would be some uproar, I think.
Yeah.
If there wasn't something
closed
set,
indefinitely.
Yeah, something trying to be set in place.
I think that's just, oh God, I couldn't live like that.
I feel they promised us a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, that's what.
And I think if they just said, we're definitely going to try and get you guys a graduation, which I think could happen if it was socially distanced. They said to us, we're going to have it in a big marquee, a big tent, and we're gonna try and follow government guidelines with it, which I feel like can happen.
Yeah.
Probably in the summer, probably in a field, probably spread out.
In the suburban
which
outlands
I am really hoping for.
of the countryside in like England where it's all muddy.
yeah, something like that.
It'd be worth it.
raining.
It'd be worth it, wouldn't it? Would you rather have like no graduation or a graduation in a muddy field?
I'd rather have a graduation.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard because not having that graduation it's kind of, I don't know, I might just be blaming it on that, but I feel like having a graduation helps you close that chapter and
definitely move on to the next
have
one.
some closure.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm still kind of waiting for my graduation, my chapter's still kind of not closed.
But then at least you know that you will have one. Like at least you will have one. I mean, like number 4 struggles, like has struggled before because of the fact that she didn't get one at all.
Ugh.
It was just taken away, and that's it. It's done.
That's worse.
But
that's worse. That is worse that number 4 didn't get hers. But
yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I think though, if you did say Max's point, giving yourself a hope and you're looking forward to it, and then in the end it never happened, which is what I'm afraid is going to happen because I haven't heard for so long.
That's true.
People can't hope too much for a date to become successful. You know what I mean? Like people can't hope too much because they get hurt and then they get angry, and that's why I'm done with hoping. And like with all these dates, and I've gone to the level where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait this out, and it will eventually. I've accepted that it will eventually go away.
Yeah.
But not in 2 months, you know what I mean? Not in 3 seconds.
No, that is healthier for sure. But to Katarina's point, what Katarina's saying is that like, you get promised something and then you don't hear for a long time. Like they haven't touched base with you at all, have they?
Yeah.
In a while.
Really, no.
So it looks like it might not happen then, maybe because of that. Mm-hmm. And also they have your juniors. The people who are in 3rd year now
to worry about,
and they've got to be worried about now as well, right? And so how many people per year group in your performing arts college?
It gets bigger every year, but my year we were something like 95, and then it went down
all of the programs.
Sorry,
across all the programs.
Yeah, the whole year.
The whole year group.
The whole year group was something like 85 to 90, I would say, and then it went down to 70 because people leave. Because performing arts schools are not easy, everybody. You have to love it to be there, let me tell you that.
Yeah, and it's not easy. I mean, I think a lot of intense programs, like performing arts or medicine or engineering, they'll have like a high dropout rate in the first year, won't they? Because people will quickly realise it's not for you.
The first week we had somebody leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the first week. I mean, I think you will realise if you really love it or not when you go to a performing arts place.
Yeah.
I feel like every year before like the last year has had it the worst in everything. Not in graduation terms, is that like you've got enough levels to like get your diploma, you know what I mean? And like some people don't make it's even harder to get a diploma because they have to do everything online and everything. And like
I'm
especially
feeling really sorry for this year's final year and all of them really. To start like this is insane and so hard, and the amount, you know what, I'm really feeling it when I'm like scrolling through Instagram or something like that. All the memes that I'm seeing about failing and not doing well and they all have so much work to catch up on and all of this.
God.
I'm really feeling the sense of struggle from like people laughing at their pain, but I've never seen this many memes about like failing their class and not being up to date and having 10 assignments the next day and stuff like that. And I'm really worried about this generation's, the years that are in education, how they're mentally doing, because it feels like they're struggling, and I'm feeling it from all platforms at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm really seeing it.
Yeah.
And I am a victim.
Hands up.
And I am a victim.
Yeah, you're a victim.
Right.
All the my year 11s, every single one year 11 like was so lucky, you know what I mean? Because like they had the full education, you know what I mean? We've missed so much education that they didn't have to finish their GCSEs. They just got given the grades and they just moved on to the next thing, and it was so easy for them. But yeah, it's just like for us, we've had to freaking tackle this and then work our butts off revising with me and number 6 constantly, and then for it to be just for nothing at the end of the day.
Props to you.
Honestly,
Number 6.
just
I mean, I'm number 1.
Number 1.
Oh
Sure.
my! I'm sorry. I got mixed up.
Rude.
Anyway, but like we've had to like
Counting
grips. Like we've been like, yeah, it's a fun jokey thing with all our friends at school, but at the end of the day, we realised like how much screwed up it is, and now they've cancelled at the beginning of this year. Freaking January the 4th, right? It's freaking February the 20th today.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But anyway, like it's just been hell on earth for us to be like revising and do all this stuff, and then they say, oh, they cancelled GCSEs. Like it's just been really very pointless. And now everything is just based online of how you like do stuff, and it's just absolutely, it's just ridiculous. It really is. And like I feel so sorry for like what you said, for every single year that's going into their last year with this year
or
being
like
that year.
their
Even
last
just-
year of like a stage. Sorry to cut you off.
No, sorry.
Like the last year of like a stage of like, for you, it's not your last year of school, but it's like that last
Year of
exam
secondary
year of like, before you go into sixth form.
Yeah.
Or some people are dealing with their last year of uni, their last year of performing arts, their last year of primary school, and saying goodbye to all of those friends. There's so many aspects. Katarina and I, when we went and filmed, so we filmed like I kind of made a pseudo documentary. It's more like a video essay about like my family, our family, and what we've been going through with COVID. And when we went to the theatre to take some footage there, it was like, the people, all the kids who don't get to do dance club at school right now.
Yeah.
All the kids who don't get to make those memories at like school trips.
That's it. I was saying,
stuff.
yeah, because one of the first times that I watched a musical was at school when we went on a school trip. Like those memories are not being made, and those passions maybe are not even being explored by kids right now. To even figure out
those
their career path, their life.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
was, that's crazy. That's insane.
A big deal. Yeah, like going to a museum and a kid who's aspiring to be an artist, seeing like, oh wow, this is the kind of art I could create.
Being inspired.
Yeah, being inspired. Everyone is just behind a PC right now, just doing their
or a laptop
or
a tablet
exactly,
or like an iPad,
doing stuff by Zoom, and that's just not conducive for creativity.
Definitely.
At all.
Definitely. Like it's just like it keeps them from being human.
Yeah.
And it's just like honestly
back to that.
I tell you, like I think I've told everyone here, like I've gone around Westgate so many times that I'm just so sad that I can't go into Colton Cinema and go and purchase a ticket to watch a
Carlton
movie.
Cinema is a small local cinema in our area. It's
Yeah.
about 15 minutes walk from our house.
Yeah.
In the local town. And
In
it
a local
is
town, yeah.
it is like, you know, just a bog standard, you know.
You got like
It's not a
shops and everything.
Not a multiplex, you know, just
It's
a
just, it's just
local
nice and
cinema.
simple. You go there, you do, and like the real attractions of like the whole town place is the cinema. And like you go to the
Yeah.
corner shop to purchase stuff, you put it in your bag, you hide it, you go into the Colton Cinema and you hide your stuff. And you know what I mean? It's just like the thing I hated when I just like I used to do cycles around Westgate, have a nice ride, go down the hill, go up the hill, and the main things I would go to when I go to Westgate was just purchase a ticket to watch a movie at a cinema. And
Yeah.
at the cinema, and it's just like I go there now and like all the cinema posters that used to be up on like on the on like inside the like the showcase of all the posters of all the movies that were going to come out. It's just blank. Like there's nothing in the portraits anymore. And when you go there, it's just like, oh, we closed because of COVID. It's just like it's so.
Like
It's
what you
so
said,
depressing,
Katarina.
man.
Coming next, COVID.
Yeah.
It's
Up
so
next.
Theatre.
it really is. It really is depressing. Like honestly, because it's just like yeah, it just takes away from being just human and experience everything that's happening in the world. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just crap. It just really is. Just really is crap.
But you know, as Katarina said, we are luckier than a lot of people. Like, you know, to have a house
Most
like ours.
Definitely.
To be with each other, you know.
I am very grateful for us being a big family. I
There-
can't imagine what, you know, people who are only children
Yeah.
don't have a lot of siblings to kind of bounce off to see different people as well.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
You know, some people see the same two people in their
Yeah.
house every day.
No, absolutely. It's like, you know, daily
and-
I'll be able to choose like a different person
Yeah.
that I'm like gonna do something with.
And yeah, exactly.
Every
And some
day, you know?
and some people only have two things to look out: their bed and their wall. When they wake up in the morning, like it's crazy.
And their
Yeah, in their flats. You know what I mean?
and their computer.
Yeah, who knows?
And YouTube. Right.
But anyway, like it's just like again, like however with COVID and lockdown, there have been some ups and downs, and we have all explained the downs, but the ups. One of the ups I've had is like reorganizing my room and my life and getting it in place and everything else, so I can concentrate on myself more and really appreciating myself and really appreciating everything around me more in lockdown and appreciate how good life is and how everything else is. Because before lockdown, it was like all these people being like, why are you inside your house? Why aren't you going out all the time? And now you've got all these kids changing and becoming more appreciative of life and going out with your friends and going outside and playing football or tennis or all the sports and just having a good time. And it really has affected everyone to like really pay attention. Like, holy crap, like what's life? You know what I mean? Instead of inside your room all day, and you're like, it gets very bored.
What's
and
important?
tired. Yeah, what's important? in
What's the
life?
most important?
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're not gonna live your life after this,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
full.
Then
What's
you're the
gonna-
only one holding
yeah.
yourself back.
When
then, aren't you?
COVID, I'm telling you right now, when COVID is like done and out, like hopefully, like in the future, it will in the future, yes. But I'm like, but anyway, like I expect like the whole every place in like Margate or London to be like absolutely packed full with so many people going out, with so many people going on their bikes, so many people going on skateboards, scooters, whatnot, walking, having a nice chat with their friends and their mates, and just keep continuously walking and appreciating what life is offering them. And I bet you that's going to happen. And when the cinemas come back, whoa, the amount of movies that have not been released in 2020 and are going to release in 2020, you're going to get a new movie every 2 days, you know what I mean?
No, but hang on, they have been releasing movies in 2020.
Like in
They've just been doing digital releases.
yeah, digital releases.
Like
on
HBO,
platforms, like
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, but it's more, but not really a lot of people. A lot of people have Disney Plus more than HBO. You know what I mean? With HBO Max and whatnot. So
What
it's
do you
just
mean?
like those
What do you
people.
mean?
Those people haven't seen those movies on HBO Max. But yeah, I understand what you mean with digital.
What do you mean those people? Max, you can't make any assumptions about stuff.
What do you mean?
They have had, like, Disney have been tracking, so like, you know, movies just such as like Mulan and stuff, you have to pay like an extra premium, like say £30 to watch the film when it first came out. But like as a family, watching a movie for £30 is a bit cheaper than paying for 5 people to go to the cinema, right? So and
snacks
and also a lot of people have these days decent TVs, decent size TV. I don't know anyone's family that I've been to in the last 5 years that they haven't had a massive TV.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something everyone spends on.
Everybody spends their good money on that.
So it's like, well, maybe that might be the way things are going. Like it's really sad. Like it's super sad, but and obviously there is something to be said about the experience of watching. It's like going to the theatre, watching a video of a performance is so different to
I get you.
going to the theatre, but a lot of people, because they're scared, they're going to pay for that on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And that might end up killing the whole industry.
Yeah. But again, I will, when movies come out, you're gonna see all the movies going to the cinema regardless. Black Widow was supposed to come out in 2020. It still hasn't come out. They still haven't done it on Disney Plus with £30. They're waiting for the movies to come back, and they're doing that.
To be fair,
purpose.
Everybody has a decent sized TV, but nobody has that big of a screen.
No, that's true. That's true. No one has a movie theatre
and
size.
The sound
The
as well.
sound is so big.
Surrounding you.
That's true.
Yeah. And I think cinemas are always going to be a thing to forever.
I hope so, Max. I hope so.
It's gonna honestly, but with independent companies holding their own cinemas, especially at a little Colton, we don't it might lose money just to sell it. To some other developer, but I think another cinema company might purchase Colton and whatnot. Maybe even The View might purchase it. Who knows?
I would hate for it to turn into another chain, but I don't think it's big enough.
But I think it would actually work though for them.
Well, I think you're right. I think after the lockdown lifts, everyone's just going to want to get out of the house.
Definitely.
And people are probably glued to their sofas and stuff, so peeling their skin out.
No, I've seen this exact same scene from
getting
Family
out.
Guy.
Homer Simpson.
Peter stayed on his couch so long that he became glued to the couch.
Simpsons did it first, Max.
Simpsons did it first.
Yeah.
Simpsons always did it
we're gonna
first.
have a conversation about that.
But yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But no, so speaking about pop culture and media and stuff. So basically, with the generation stuff. So you're born in 99.
I'm 99. I'm Gen Z.
Apparently, you're Gen Z.
Yeah. So 96. It's 96.
It's not, no, but
so different.
It's 96.
No, there's another website that says 99.
Yeah, it does. There's a few
there's
a few differing sources.
So I've heard it's from 96 onwards.
Yeah, you've heard from
or
whom?
After 96.
From whom? Thank you very much. From whom?
Loads of
Max, what are you talking about?
Okay, I'm not moving. I'm being that thing.
No.
I'm saying no, because there's not one big website that we can all trust. That's why there's other websites saying it's 1998, it's 1999, 89. The one I've heard is 1989 to 1990 to 2000. That's what I've heard.
Oh.
Okay.
Is what millennial?
Yeah. Generation Y. You're Generation Y.
I do feel like though I am half and half sometimes.
Yeah. So this one, careerplanner.com puts you and Alexander, number 2, in the same generation. It says from 95 till 2012 is Gen Z.
No, that doesn't make sense, man. That's
What's the new generation called?
Gen Alpha.
Yeah, in 2020.
2013 till 2025.
Yeah.
It says on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my
Why are they called
goodness.
Generation Alpha?
And I'm a millennial.
Yeah, that makes me.
I'm securely in the millennial.
Yeah,
thing,
you
so
are
You know what we
secure
must do.
millennial.
I'm responsible for all the problems in the world today. Basically.
No, you're not.
No, but that is
I
that's
feel
what
like
people say.
debatably, no.
Isn't my
I think
generation supposed to be the
debatably-
ones that save it? I heard.
No. Generation Alpha.
I don't know.
I think the ones to carry it on.
The baby boomers are the ones that ruined it in the first place. The
I don't.
The millennials are the ones that everyone blames all the problems on, and avocados, and love avocados, but actually what can we do? We're trapped in the situation from the boomers. And then Gen Z, it's your job to fix everything.
It's our job to fix everything. Because I think...
I'm in the same generation as them then.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
We have to fix the world.
You have to fix the world.
I don't...
Because I feel like So one thing I want to talk about is with the social media, with the generations, and the progression of technology and stuff. Because obviously, the generation above us, that our parents and stuff like that, they didn't grow up with all of this like technology,
Yeah.
social media, all of this stuff, so they don't fully understand it. So just giving their baby an iPad feels fine because the baby is distracted and I can get on with this. But the effects of it, I feel like our generation understand the effects.
Well,
and they're not good.
Well, your
effects.
generation are the ones who are affected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can I-
So, but we've grown up with it from the beginning,
Yes.
from the start.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are able to understand it, whereas I feel like
Yeah.
the generation that our
Definitely.
parents are in, like, don't. I feel like they wouldn't be able to
I-
understand.
I
it.
don't know, because
Nice.
maybe like you're really quite like close to it. Like your generation might be.
I
Like,
get it.
I feel like I've seen a world before all this technological development and after all this technological development. Like I've seen both sides. And I haven't grown up with it, but I have like a bit more of an objective. Whereas you, for example, maybe not even you, but say number 4, 5 and 6 have grown up with it as being normal.
Yes, I feel like there is a half and half. I feel like
Yes.
I'm very half. I feel like
Right.
I'm half. I can't say well. I'm not,
Right.
but I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm half a millennial, half a Gen Z.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can relate and understand
Definitely.
Gen Z,
Yeah, yeah.
and I can have fun
Yeah.
with it, and but I also understand kind of. I don't feel. I mean, I could be in denial, but I don't feel attached to my technology.
Right.
I feel like I
Right.
understand the bad effects of it, and I think I could live without it.
I feel like, in my opinion anyway, I agree with the 1989 to 2000, because I feel like any person born in the 90s is a millennial, regardless where you are. In Zennials, with Zennials, Generation Z, it makes sense if you're born in 2000 to 2010 or something, because you for me, yeah, it really was normal. It was normal, like getting a DS for Christmas and playing that and having a good time, like doing all this and like thriving with this technological advancement.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Alexander, he's a millennial. Like he's lived 5 years.
Okay, so this is
Too.
what Wikipedia says, right? So Wikipedia, the baby boomers are from the end of the war, right? So we already knew that. So 1946 until 1964.
Yeah.
So according to this is dad is just about
That is
in
just
there.
a
Yeah.
boomer.
Then Generation X, which includes mum, is 65 to 80.
Right.
Then millennials, on Wikipedia it says 81 to 96, meaning that includes Alexander as well.
Yeah. Okay.
With me, which I think I agree with.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Well, why do you agree?
No,
with
no,
that?
because he's had 4 years to be in the 90s. That's what I'm just saying.
No, but as a millennial, like safely in the millennial, I think
yeah.
he's the same generation as me.
Yeah.
Because we grew up together.
Yeah.
So it's like we grew up very much like dealing with the same stuff together and like the onslaught of technology together.
Yeah,
So I feel definitely he's comfortably in there. And then Zoomers or Gen Z is 97 to 2012. And then there's an overlap. And I've seen this before. So early 2010s to mid 2020s is alpha. It says here.
Okay.
So alpha,
Alright.
some people were, and I think that also accounts for, because they can say Gen Z and millennials and stuff, but in Africa, for example, there are many countries that haven't had Wi-Fi until like very recently.
Yeah.
Or like even, apparently my friend was telling me a story about, and this is like in no way supposed to be detrimental or offensive, but I believe it was in Zambia, I can't remember exactly, but there was everyone had iPhones, right? Because it was just kind of had become normal.
Yeah.
But it was like the first escalator in the shopping centre. So everyone went to the shopping centre to ride the escalator.
Wow.
And they were taking selfies with their expensive iPhones on the escalator because it was like the craziest thing.
So they had all these, like, they had the next advanced iPhones,
Yes.
but not a...
But never an escalator.
an escalator. Wow, that's
They'd never had an
amazing.
escalator before because
Can you imagine the reaction?
it's not a priority. Yeah, they just went to ride the escalator as if it was like the city's like newest theme
I can
park
definitely,
attraction.
I can definitely see that. Like, I can, like, honestly, like, you've been walking up all these stairs all your life, and then like freaking moving stairs, auto stairs.
How
like, it takes
crazy,
your life.
yeah,
I
can
can
you
so
imagine?
see like you taking selfies on that thing all day long.
So I think it has, like, for sure it's become almost like a human right to have access to Wi-Fi now.
Yeah.
But like that's a very recent thing. You have to think 20 years ago it was still dial-up.
It's very recent.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now it's like everyone's
With-
caught up really quickly, and with globalization, everyone's now suddenly got phones.
Yeah, it was crazy. Actually, me and number 4 were the other day. Weirdly, we were looking at what the first phone looked like in
Oh my God.
1960. The mobile phone, I mean, not so a wireless, like, not attached mobile phone, portable phone, and,
digital
we
phone.
we were just looking at like when it was. I can't remember. When was the first mobile phone made? 1970, I think.
No,
Or
it's
90s.
it's 1990s because there's different terminology with
No,
phones.
have a
here.
look.
No,
What,
because there's
1990s?
digital phones and there's actual, like, you know the brick phone you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 60s. That's not a mobile phone.
1960s.
That's
then.
like I don't know what the name is, but it's like digital mobile phones are more in the realm.
73. That's
73.
what I said.
Oh, okay.
70s.
All right,
Exactly.
you're
I was
right.
on it.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right, boy.
Yep.
You're right.
May the record show Katarina was on it.
Wait.
Always on
Wait. Cat facts.
Cat facts.
Cats. It's cats. Facts.
It's
Cats facts. Okay, good ring,
cat
yeah.
facts.
cat facts.
Cat facts.
Okay, with generation,
Like,
like, I appreciate with your generation, like, you've grown up in a world where you've seen, like, technology not being used as like starting from using technology as extensions of themselves in offices. In offices in the 90s, you'd have phones on your desks and like getting calls and all this contact. But you've seen the rise of futuristic technology in like 20 years, and it's crazy what's happened. in the
just
last
to
20 years.
I completely for sure. I have like seen so much like
Electric cars,
and
like,
it's funny, like, not many people in our generation, like not in our generation, in my generation maybe only, will remember like, the difference of like, okay, I need to make a phone call, so can you get off the internet?
really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Like
Yes.
I'm like no one can phone the house because someone's on the internet. So we
Oh
miss phone
my
calls.
goodness.
So that's also why we had an answer machine, right? Because like if you miss the phone call, and I would pick up the phone if Dad was on the internet, and it would be like the modem, like
Yeah, I wonder how
on the
much
phone.
of my generation is gonna have a home phone.
Yeah,
Is there
that
a need
too.
for it?
Yeah, right.
Like that's it. That's an interesting.
What do we? God.
I mean, when we finally get our house at 70.
Like, the world. I'm telling you right now, the world.
we won't have the money
I'm
until
telling you,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm always gonna say this, but like the world you live in today is not gonna be the same in 10 plus 20 years. You know what I mean? Like it's always gonna frequently change. And in the last 20 years, it's changed so vastly because you know how crazy we concentrate. You know, with war and everything in the 20th century, we concentrated so much on that, so much brain power on that, and then when we finally stopped fighting each other, like mostly majority wise, we started focusing on like in-home technology advancements, consoles,
Yes.
gaming consoles, everything else, like freaking phones, mobile phones. You know, like it's so insane how in the last 30 years how we've like, you know what I mean, like gone from the 1970s with the first mobile phone to like freaking a touchscreen phone, like you can freaking watch videos on. You know,
It's
crazy.
interesting. So going back to the 1973, like that is not long ago. That is not long ago.
No, exactly.
That we had a portable phone. Like I think that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, available. It says on here available to consumers from 1982. So they were actually developing them from 1908.
Very rich people.
And they had like, but it was like more like a two-way like walkie-talkie radio situation. And then they developed it after that. So the Nokia.
Oh god, yeah.
In 1982.
Oh my god, they were so big.
Was like it weighed 10 kilos. It weighed 10 kilograms.
I remember Mum in 2010 still having a flip phone. It was like crazy to see that. And I used to play a worm game on it. A worm game on it. It was
I had
crazy.
a Nokia.
You had a BlackBerry. You had a BlackBerry.
No, I had a Nokia as well.
Yeah, I know, but I remember the BlackBerry, so just.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't remember it.
One thing I do want to say, because Max was saying about how advanced but vast, like in a really short space amount of time, that, you know, we've advanced in what's it called? Technology, but there is. So I watched this documentary on Netflix called The Social Dilemma. I don't know if you've watched it.
Oh yeah,
but you should
I need to.
Definitely watch this documentary. It's like insane. So one of the facts that I got from there was that technology and technology and like social networking and all of that stuff has are you alright?
You're right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Has completely advanced and improved and in a really short space amount of time.
Yeah.
But since the advancement of technology and social media and all of those platforms, apparently the human brain has not advanced since the progression of technology.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Because technology's doing all the thinking for us.
Yep. Yes. And also we get so wrapped up. All of social media platforms, they are all designed for you.
I don't want to think that.
To be, they are all designed. Yeah, that was one of the facts on there.
That's
and I was
horrible.
So shocked. I was like, this is crazy. How we're not getting smarter because we're creating stuff like this to think for us. And you know, and because it doesn't, sometimes you're like, oh, it doesn't make sense because you're creating something so smart, but it's not. It totally retracts it. It's like we're not evolving, basically, they were saying.
But it's like it's like basically, so one of the kind of conspiracies about that is like, oh, the people, so the people like the conspiracies about that is like the people on top have given us these things to stop us from thinking for ourselves, and basically giving us devices with loads of information, and we think we have access to all of this information, and we think we're free with all this information, but slowly we're being directed in different directions, depending on politics, depending on consumerism,
oh my gosh, you need to watch
depending on capitalism, depending on schools of thought for philosophy, so like that's a big thing about like a conspiracy for this whole thing.
Yes, it's mind control. It's all controlling.
Man
all
control.
of it. Huh?
Man control.
Mind control.
Oh, I thought you said man control. I was like,
Just men.
you saying me,
team
huh?
of women?
You saying?
That would be great. No, but you need to watch. You need to watch this. You need to watch this documentary, because they basically have teams. They basically have teams of people who are like people who used to work for Facebook, Instagram, like all of these people, ambassadors for all of these different social platforms, and they have an inside knowledge, and basically throughout the whole thing they're telling us that we put ads up there tailored to you, specifically you. There are computers that are completely tailored to what you. We literally put stuff out there so you stay on the phone longer, so that you make us more money, so that we tailor these ads to you and stuff like that. And it's all about addiction. And also Facebook, one of the guys from Facebook, somebody asked him, oh, so did you feel like, I can't remember who it was.
The person who founded Facebook is.
No, it's not a founder.
Oh, okay.
It's an associate, an ambassador. They didn't have the, they had people who were left, basically. Right. And so they, where was I? So they were asking, oh, do you think that Facebook and other social platforms like TikTok and Instagram and, you know, can basically create a rift and in politics and basically elect your president, like the president that you want, can sway their minds, can completely change that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not explaining it right, but
no, it's okay.
They were basically saying that they could persuade like the votes for an election. They could literally manipulate the way you think.
That's crazy.
About like, you know, democracy, politics, and all of that by just putting what they want to put in front of your face, in front of your screen, and they are always finding stuff that's gonna hook you and addict you into it. And there was a quote in this Netflix show where it says, I didn't write down who said it, I should have, but it says, there are only two industries that call their customers users: illegal drugs and software.
Whoa!
I had to write that down.
That's a mind
That
blow.
is actually kind of
Mind
oh,
blow.
That gives me
when you really
goosebumps.
think about it, like, whoa.
I am like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh! Like when I read that quote, I couldn't even believe it. I had to find out. I'm gonna find out who.
But it is true though. They do say like there's a lot of factors in you know, illegal drugs and stuff that like and also screens and stuff that really like do like they had I can't remember where I saw this, but they connected like a toddler's brain. Like they had like monitored a toddler's brain when they were playing with an iPad, and all of the part that's like associated with addiction to cocaine lit up. Lit up.
Oh my god!
Like every
mean?
time. At the time when the toddler was playing with the iPad, and they had connected the wires to the brain to scan the brain while she was looking at the iPad, the parts that were lighting up were associated with like addiction to cocaine. So it's like
That
not
is
giving the toddler
insane.
the iPad was like the toddler was having like a full-on tantrum because they were addicted to the iPad. Sorry, Max. I know you've been desperate to say something.
No, I wanted to say something. It's just like the amount of times.
Gotta wait.
The amount. No. The amount of times like I watch something about this subject, and then later I get like a post on like I have this Google thing. I have an Android phone, and I have this Google thing when like. So basically, like I've got this Google thing at the left of it. If I swipe left, like I get all these stories of all these news reports, and like the amount of news reports I've watched these subjects on YouTube, and they turn up like on these posts about these updated things about the thing, and like I was watching a fight between Muhammad Ali versus Leon Spinks, and last week Leon Spinks, I think this week Leon Spinks died. And it just showed up on my phone. Like how does that happen? Like I'm on YouTube, but then it just shows up. Like about this person, like whoa. So like it's all connected. Like it all like makes you want to buy this, get into this, make money out of it, and watch the ads. And that's what it does. It's crazy. It's all controlling. You know what I mean?
Very interesting. Very interesting. But control.
Control. It's all control.
But
that's another. I have also another conspiracy.
You can I? All right.
Can I just quickly say the quote that I just said was by Edward Tufte. He was a political professor in science, statistics, and computer science at Yale University.
Coming at us with the fucking research, bruh.
Of course.
Very nice.
I want to be prepared for this.
Very nice.
I'm passionate about conspiracies. When I get into them, I haven't had any time.
Oh
recently.
yeah. Conspiracy theory gets everyone into it. Okay.
Conspiracies are, because obviously some exist, but the problem is when people get too deep and then they just see everything as a conspiracy.
Yes.
Right?
You can't get lost in the hole.
Right.
All right. Okay. Now. All right. Can I say a really a big boy conspiracy right now?
Oh my god.
Alright, so we all know flat earthers, okay?
Oh,
we all know how stupid they are.
Wait, no.
Whoa. Okay, come back. Don't say that they're stupid.
Misguided.
Oh my gosh.
Misguided
Everybody's
is
entitled
better.
to their
No,
opinion.
but it's okay. No offense, it's ridiculous. Like, come on. Anyway, like, this crap was proven by a Greek man. All right.
Max.
You disagree. Just say you disagree with flat earthers.
No. I mean, flat earthers are wrong. Like, let's not perpetuate.
One of them died flying a steam rocket. It's ridiculous, honestly. Yeah.
Max, you cannot say though that like people are stupid. Let's not do that. There could be people who
But it's
are
wrong. But I'm just saying.
I don't think anyone is stupid in the world. Okay, like I really don't. I think people do stupid things.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But there is a distinction, and I don't want
Yes.
this platform to be somewhere where we call people stupid.
Okay.
No.
I will say that they were wrong, but not stupid.
They are wrong but not stupid. Fair enough.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
All right. Well, I wanted to say, okay, big boy. So we all know flat earthers. They are wrong. We all know them. All right. They reside in America a lot. But anyway, just want to say this. So people think
One
that.
in 3 people are
Stop.
flat earthers.
Wait. No, you're not letting me.
I'm joking.
You know the
Sorry.
music. You know the background music is cut for this, for a serious thing that's going to happen right now. All right. So.
All right, cut the music.
Cut the music.
So people think that flat Earthers have been getting all wrong. That it's not flat Earth, but it is in fact the Earth is hollow.
What do you? The Earth is
Alright.
hollow.
Yes. In the
Okay.
60s, a pilot was out there to save a person in Antarctica. He was going to fly over there and take him to a hospital with his plane. He flew over and he saw this massive hole. This massive hole in Antarctica, Karina. And literally, people telling him, don't go over the hole. You're not allowed to go over. You're not allowed to go over the hole. But so to go quicker, he had to go over the hole to save his life. And when he went over this hole, a whole different civilization inside this hole in Antarctica. All right, I tell you this. And then when he went there to save the guy, when they're back there, he wasn't allowed to go round, or he would literally be shot down. So he had to go round. But when he got to the hospital, it was too late. He already died. But anyway, he reported this on the news, and the government told him you can't say this anymore. So they were afraid to like shut down every radio broadcast that he was trying to report it about. But yeah, there's a paper about it. It's crazy. It was 1967. Like honestly. So and there's also another book about this guy traveling to Antarctica. I know there's a book. I can't remember what it's called, but there's this guy who really back in like the late 1800s. He goes to this place in Antarctica and like talks to this ancient like this civilization that's so futuristic and sees all these weird things. And it's I tell you, it's crazy. And I'm like, this planet, it's like it's got so many flaws and too many flaws. And what I'm saying of flat earthers, they're getting it all wrong. It's not flat. It could be very well be hollow. And because you know what I was thinking to my friend the other day when we walk out and we walk everywhere, like there's this one pole, like you know when you sat in your room, when you sat somewhere in the school and you hear these tremors, like these thumps underground. Really pay attention to them when something happens, like when you see your water like shake in a like when you feel a tremor underground. Because I've had those moments where I've like been like it's like a giant thump underneath me happen, and it's like whoa,
What?
and not really enough people pay attention to them.
So
And
what
I'm
you're
telling
saying
you-
is you've been converted now by
No, I haven't been
conspiracy.
converted. I'm just saying like it's a very big possibility, and there's this pole at the shore that just keeps shaking.
Where does lava come from then?
I don't know. Maybe the core of the hollow world. Just saying. I'm just saying.
But like, okay, so I also have heard thumps underground. I've been in Japan during earthquakes.
Yeah, I know, but that's
So-
I feel like that's
Crazy.
different.
You
Yeah.
heard about the
The recent one.
yeah.
Yeah.
My friends were there.
Really? Oh,
They
crazy.
were blowing up the chat. They were like, "Oh my god, is everyone okay?"
Yeah, there was an
yeah,
earthquake.
it was
There
a
was an earthquake in Croatia last year, and an earthquake in I think this year actually was an earthquake in California last year. It was crazy. But I'm just saying is that in America,
The world is ending.
no.
Yeah.
I'm saying in America, like
Don't even.
you don't interrupt on this podcast, man.
I was
What do you
interjecting.
mean?
I
Yeah,
wasn't
you wanna-
finished.
You want to tell
my
yourself
sentence.
that?
Okay,
You
okay.
want to tell yourself
No.
that?
No.
Pause. You just said we don't interrupt on this podcast, Max. You.
No, I didn't interrupt.
You just said this.
I literally you interjected. I'm trying to finish, and then I'm not clearly done.
You said.
Interject more.
Yeah, but it was
interrupt.
just a quick interjection. It's like a soundbite.
I know, but when
Yeah.
I'm in the flow, it's annoying when a person is in the flow and you interrupt that
I
person.
agree, but I also think it's annoying when you interrupt people.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand that. Oh, the camera's gone.
I know it's gone. I know we've lost it a while ago. your battery's dead, I think.
Oh, great.
Because I've charged it the same amount of time for this one, but...
Okay, well...
That's upsetting.
Yeah, but it's fine, we got a full one, but you just have to make
sick.
sure you got that 3/4 look angle. Yeah, but...
Anyway,
yeah, no,
with,
continue.
Okay, with the hollow earth theory, like, there's a lot of statements in America, especially, where the ground has opened up, and they've seen a whole different space underneath there. Like, imagine like a hallway, and you like see that, and they like, honestly, all these grounds, like, there's a lot of reports of all these grounds opening up in America, especially. And I'm just saying to you right now, like, you look this story up because it's on Google, and it's on old new newspaper, this pilot who flew over this giant hole in Antarctica. That's why you don't be a lot of activity in Antarctica. You don't have a lot of bases there. You would have like constant bases there.
The
you know what I mean?
reason, so flat earthers also have a theory, obviously, about flight patterns. I've not done enough research into that, but there's basically a part of the world that makes sense for planes to go through, but they don't. They like avoid it and go the long way around, and that's why. So the flat earthers say that that's where the edge of the earth is.
Right.
But maybe if, say, this conspiracy is true, maybe that's where the hole is.
You don't have to go
Explorer
there.
Richard Byrd flies over the South Pole. First Antarctic expedition was the largest, and there's like a big hole.
But maybe that's where we store all our aliens.
But you know, that's the thing is. The thing is as well is that there are actually scientific reasons for going the long way round. I.e., planes often go up into the what is it called? There's like that special air current.
Oh yeah.
That is like, once planes are in it, winds are moving at like hundreds of miles an hour. They can actually harness the energy of that to get to where they want to go.
Oh, right, yeah.
So there are specific air currents that like, and also if planes are coming from countries like, I don't know, Iran, then they should avoid flying over specific countries, because you'll be, you know,
That's
intruding
true.
on airspace and stuff.
That's
I mean, I'm not really
I know,
sure.
but with that, like, we know that, but like with this, like, you're not supposed to fly over this. Like, and I'm telling you, this guy saw all this stuff and went to the papers after. Like, I think he got honorably discharged. I believe, and he went to the papers.
Dishonorably.
Yeah, and literally all the people, the government was like, don't say anything about this. And like, I tell you, and I bet you there's nothing. I bet you, like, it's all like something's in Antarctica, man. Like,
I can't see it, you know. I can't see it.
You can't see it.
The only thing that's talking about what you're talking about is some videos.
Yeah. Videos.
Some videos.
There's,
yeah.
I
The
tell you,
mysterious hole
I
has
tell you,
reappeared
I've
in the middle of
seen-
Antarctica. Never before seen footage uncovered Antarctica's first. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Incredible recent discoveries in Antarctica.
I tell you this. Like, I've seen a newspaper about this man's going over the whole. Like, either that's being just like, covered
Okay,
up
well,
there.
you know,
Like-
where?
What?
Where's this paper?
Where this paper? I do online. I don't know, but I've heard many stories about it,
Okay.
and I've heard. I'm saying there was a video on TikTok that literally explains it and gets a thumbnail of the
TikTok.
paper that explains the whole event.
That's the social media people
No,
trying to make
no,
you
but
Actually,
that's not it.
TikTok-
But
I've
also
been told
listen-
by another conspiracy theory person who really
Hold on.
researches into stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say the Pentagon basically confirmed about aliens last year. So
UFOs.
I
maybe
don't know.
this
It's
hollow
easy to
hole
break
could
us
be
down.
real.
I bet
dunno.
it's easy to break us down with aliens.
Maybe
and
that's
everything.
where they
I
keep
dunno.
aliens.
Every year they're gonna say
I
aliens.
don't know.
What were you gonna say, Ryan?
I don't know. What I've forgotten what I was gonna say, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know about the admitting about aliens. They just gave people. Like,
Are you really serious?
What are you talking about?
Sentient life is out there, Mariana, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, but they didn't admit it.
Yeah,
though.
they did.
They said
No,
yes, they
didn't.
did. UFOs are exist. They said that. They didn't say
No,
it
they
like that.
didn't.
They said UFOs are real. They said
Well, we all knew that
unidentified.
they didn't-
already.
yeah,
objects.
They didn't. Yes. Unidentified flying objects.
Yeah.
They didn't say aliens exist. They didn't
Yeah,
say.
they said
but they're
UFOs
saying
exist. They
UFOs
didn't
exist.
say-
Yeah, UFOs.
They didn't say
They're
that
never
like.
seen
They didn't say they
They
were
didn't
aliens.
say they have them.
Or they
in
and
captivity.
they also didn't say that they were alive or
But
people
I
living
think
inside them.
I think that's enough. Why did they have to make a statement?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
didn't have to.
Marina.
Because they were distracting everybody. This is the true conspiracy.
Marina.
Shut up and listen to me, Mr.
Yeah.
Interrupter. They
Not helping, man.
not helping.
Yeah.
You
Not
interrupted
helping.
again.
Marina, I'm helping with your statement. You're turning against me, man.
No, it's not about
Alright, let me
for or against.
alright,
I want to
continue.
say what I want to say.
Continue.
Jesus Christ. So basically, stop giving me looks, bro.
Alright,
Just let me say.
I'll give you looks.
Honestly.
We love siblings. Siblings are
Honestly.
the best.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So basically, the whole thing last year when they were releasing like the things that they put out in the 70s, the stupid like, you know, CD-ROM that they like cast into space to speak to like UFOs if they like would to find it, which were rubbish, by the way. If you want to have a look at something stupid, something ripe for memes, look at that, right? What they did, they put like a freaking naked body of a man and a woman, not even a real picture, like a 2D drawing, and some other stuff, a cassette tape and some weird. Oh, it was so weird. Anyway, that was to distract from COVID. That was definitely, everyone was at home, everyone was miserable. Basically, the US was about to implode from all the rioting and stuff. And NASA was like, okay, you know what, guys?
Marina,
We gotta release something. We gotta release something because there are some, and I'm talking about before BLM, Max, there were riots.
Really?
about,
there was riots in
Can you wait
before
for me to
BLM.
finish?
Okay, no, continue.
There were riots about mask wearing and about
Really?
isolation.
I had no
Yes.
idea.
There still is.
Yes, and there still are, yeah. But there was stuff happening before that. The country and the world was really, 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 okay, and I know this is just my opinion, but the country and the world were really, really, really unhappy, and that this was a kind of a way to be like, okay, let's distract some people with this. Let's throw out the information now about this while everyone's at home and everyone's got nothing else to do. Let's give them some more content to consume and something else to talk about and distract them while we do something over here. And I think they did something. I think they did. If they had anything from UFOs or anything, that was when they decided to move it. That was when they decided to do something about it. While everyone was distracted with all this new stuff that they gave them and making all these videos and stuff and discussing it on radio and TV. And all these new documentaries and all these new things.
Well, because there was going to be a whole. Well, do you remember when everybody was going to raid Area 51?
Yeah.
I reckon they've moved it now.
No, I'm telling
100%.
you. No,
Yeah.
people made the conspiracy theory that the reason people went to Area 51 that COVID has happened. People think that's why. People think that's why.
People also said that they released something from Area 51, which is COVID.
Oh, like
an alien virus.
Oh,
Because
I don't know.
that's why it's been able to spread so fast, to mutate so quickly, and like a few other things. Like we've never had a virus like this before.
But we've never had like a man-made virus, have we? Like this?
We don't even,
we've never had a
confirmed.
We've
It's
never
not
had a
even-
man-made one, so we don't know. Obviously, we've got nothing to compare it to.
No,
do you know
but
what
this
I mean?
alien virus could be alien-made for.
Yes, but it could be man-made. We don't know how man-made viruses work. That's my point.
But like so apparently
No, I get
there's
you. Of course, I understand you.
there's a couple of there's like a really good documentary, like alien documentary on Netflix. I don't know which one.
Ancient aliens?
No, like a new one. Like it came out last year.
Really, I need to watch it.
Watch it.
Like Alien Doc 2020 Netflix, and the producers of this documentary went on the Joe Rogan podcast and they talked about it, and basically and they were following these guys, and stuff happened like
what?
yeah, John was trying to contact aliens. His lifelong dream led to an eccentric quest, but he eventually made a different sort of first contact. And
what's the? Do you know what
it's not
called?
Ancient Aliens, it's something else.
Maybe it's on Japanese.
No. It's Netflix. It's a Netflix documentary, so it's on everywhere.
Oh, okay.
It's available everywhere. But in any case, they were talking about it, and they were saying that like Joe Rogan, his belief is that aliens have been among us for a while, and I'm kind of inclined to kind of agree with him. Aliens have been kind of among us for a while, but not like among us in the way that you think, like Men in Black. More like among us, like we are test subjects and they're just checking in on us all the time.
That is another theory.
And it's like, and it's basically like they keep every single time we're about to do something stupid, like the Cold War when we started developing nuclear stuff. That's when most of the alien sightings are during like that period between the 60s and the 80s, when we were ramping up our nuclear warheads. Every single country that was involved in the Cold War was ramping up our nuclear warheads, and it was like they were just coming up to just like check on us and distract us a little bit, but also just to be like, what are you guys doing? Like, nope, we got to divert this. Nope, we got to make sure that something happens. And they come in, they're basically, we're like in a tank. We're like in incubation, and they're like growing us, and they keep coming back to like check on us to see how we're doing. And whenever we have something dangerous that we're gonna kill and destroy ourselves, that's when they kind of come and step in.
So what do you think this time? So with that theory, are you kind of saying that like the coronavirus was made by the aliens to kind of stop us from doing something stupid? What is that doing something? What was that thing that we were going to do that was stupid?
We can't entertain that.
I don't know. What do you mean can't entertain?
Oh, we can entertain.
That's what you're
it's
saying,
like,
isn't it?
No, that's not what she's.
Oh no, I'm not combining that and the coronavirus one. I'm not combining both.
She's talking about your own thing.
But if they are to do, I had my own kind of weird sighting at the beginning of this coronavirus thing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you want to share it with the class?
Yeah, I'll share it with the class. When I
Class
came.
is in session.
Well, like. No, it wasn't before. Thank you. It wasn't before the coronavirus, but it was like 2 weeks when I got sent home afterwards, and I was going on a walk with Mum, and we were walking back, and it wasn't special, nothing special, but I saw these 3 lights in the sky, and I could see them moving like together in tandem, and I was like, is that? Because it wasn't close enough for me to see it. Like, what can it be? It wasn't a plane. It wasn't going straight. It was kind of like, it was kind of staying still.
Yeah.
And then one by one the lights disappeared.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mum, can you look at this? So I know I'm not going crazy. And she was looking at it and she was like, yeah, I can see it. I can see those 3 lights. And I was like, yeah, what the hell? So they were in like a triangle shape. Sort of thing. So 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom sort of thing. And then they kind of rotated. It was so odd, but if that theory is real, then
because
that makes sense.
if we're talking, Max, what do you want to say?
Yeah, sorry.
No, I just want to say is that with a lot of things with your theory, oh my goodness, I have like some ramped up stuff. I want to touch base on that. With us, there is a
Can I reply to Katarina first?
You can reply to Katarina. No, you can reply to Katarina.
Do you have a...
No, because are you going to end the because I want to just say
yes.
No, I'm not. It's not about you. Just literally talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Reply.
So basically, I just want to say that like, if it is to do with COVID, like if COVID is also connected to that, then I would say then they can see that we are trashing up the planet. And they're like, oh my god, we need a reason to just keep them inside for a couple of years.
Or we're overpopulating.
That's true.
To like, or we're overpopulating, but like, keep them inside for a couple of years to stop polluting the world. Maybe they'll be afraid and they'll see. And that might be also kind of where we're going, because that is what happened until BLM kind of took over everything. But that is kind of, people were looking at the environment and being like, oh wow, skies in New Delhi, didn't know they existed. Wow, flamingos coming back in Thailand, that's nice. Wow, all this stuff. Dolphins in Venice, whales back in New York,
Crazy.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, okay. And the ozone in China was getting better.
Yes. Oh, and you could.
Right.
What was it?
It was
you
healing.
could see the sky
It was
for the
healing.
first time.
Yeah.
Oh, you just said that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But
Sorry.
It's fine. No, it's okay.
Sorry, but
It's okay.
but they were saying something like, is it Bangkok? It's one of the most polluted
Thailand, yeah.
places. They were saying they could see the sky for the first time as well.
Yeah.
But then there was like a really awful, so just real quick side piece here. There was a
I like that expression.
There was a
side
the quick side piece. Well, side piece is supposed to be like a mistress. But
yeah.
Okay,
I like how you
quick side piece here though. Like in Thailand, like they depend. There's a certain group of there's a certain species of monkey, like a tiny monkey that live in the temples, and they depend heavily on tourists for their food. So tourists will go to the temples and like take food with them and feed the monkeys, right? And then when the tourists stopped coming to Thailand, they were essentially invading the local area.
Oh god, I saw that.
There was like videos of them running, rampaging through the local streets to find food, and it was really scary for a few months. Because these monkeys just like, they'd stop being given food by tourists, because obviously there are no more tourists, and they were freaking out.
Oh my
Yeah, like there's a lot of instances where we've made animals really dependent on us as well. It's not a healthy, obviously not in a healthy way, but yeah. Sorry, Max, can I do?
Okay, so a wrap up thing about aliens. We are the product of alien creation. Holy crap! I've got to tell you some stuff. All right, so so when we were evolving, I think a million years ago. All right, when we were evolving. All right, so basically we were evolving. We were taking our time. All right, and then so basically at this specific species of primer Homo, can't remember the name.
Homo sapiens.
No, not Homo sapiens.
No,
it's the one before.
We are Homo sapiens.
We are Homo sapiens.
Like Homo
something, Homo erectus or something like that.
Now Homo erectus was right before Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
Homo erectus is standing
so
up.
the one before, so everyone knows about the missing link. So with the Homo erectus before.
Carry on. Interjection.
The one before.
Jesus.
The one before Homo erectus, we were just like idiots. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have really barely any IQ.
Neanderthals, maybe.
No, the Neanderthals were very similar to Homo sapiens.
Oh, okay.
And basically, the one before that. So we started evolving slowly, but 17,000 years later, 17,000 years later, we became the Homo erectus, and there's a missing link between that monkey, that ape, between Homo erectus, or some link, and that's why it's called the missing link, because people haven't still found that missing link. And so people think aliens interjected and made us evolve quicker. And we became Homo erectus. It's like part of the Neanderthal and the Homo sapien, and we became Homo sapiens. And it's crazy about that, because either what killed the dinosaurs were aliens, and they made everything that made humans, and they made us, you know what I mean, from our original roots. But I'm saying people more inclined to believe in the missing link idea of how we evolved quickly in 17,000 years. So yeah, it's very weird. I might be getting the years wrong with that, but it's either 19 or 17,000. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how fast we evolved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm saying, when it comes to, sorry, I'm just looking at the different types of. It's the Homo erectus, Homo neanderthalensis, and Homo sapiens. Homo habilis, Australopithecus afarensis.
Yeah. So there's a missing link there. You see that?
Interesting.
But in any case, like we have evolved so much, but that also lends itself to the Joe Rogan theory of
definitely
we've been helped along the way. Like we've been helped. Like some people argue even this technology that we have, this phone, like, you know, can you imagine if Steve Jobs was just given a dream, for example, on how to create this thing?
Oh my God.
Inception by the aliens on like how we're progressing.
Yeah. With like
genuinely.
Honestly, you're correct on that. So many people in history, including.
I'm not correct. It's a theory.
No. But I'm saying there have been things. Okay, let me elaborate. With so many genius people that become genius and very smart in history, in their dreams. For example, Albert Einstein, when he was dreaming, he was visited by this being next to a maths board and made him all the equations for like atomic mass and all this stuff and like everything, and was given this knowledge in his dreams. And there's so many other smart people that have been visited by this being in their dreams to be given this knowledge.
And some people might say, oh, that's the angel Gabriel from God, and then some people might be like, nah, bruh, that's aliens.
Yeah, they're interjecting our minds.
But that's what I think. Like, I do actually think, like, there's a reason we haven't found anything. It's because they don't want us to find them.
Yeah, they
like,
don't.
I do think, and I think, like, it's kind of like Harry Potter, where it's like, the leaders of the nations are privy of, like, certain things. Like, they know about some things, and then that memory is wiped. The leaders, like some people are like, when they get to a point, it's like, okay, so we do know about aliens, we are in contact with them, this is like a heavily kept secret, and after you leave the administration, your memory will be wiped of this fact. Like, but you need to know because you're in a position of power right now. so you need to know all the facts, right? So I do think like there are certain people in the administration who know.
I like that. I like the idea because maybe every president that has their last day in the Oval Office, they get wiped about aliens, and then every day they know the fact about aliens existing.
Like Men in Black.
Not just aliens, but loads of things. But yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
The President Barack Obama was very angry because he wasn't allowed to go to Area 51, and I think there was a whole court case about that, and he wasn't allowed to go there.
What?
Yeah,
He was not allowed to go.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed there. He was literally like, I want to go to Area 51, and I bet you. I think it was a thing because Barack Obama wasn't allowed. Like I think he had a whole meeting about it, and he just wasn't allowed to go. It was weird. I know there's a thing I remember watching like ages ago, like years ago about it, but it's like crazy.
Obama asked officials about the existence of aliens as a U.S. president.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
He was.
It doesn't
not
say he wasn't
granted
allowed
access.
to go.
Oh, okay.
But he did. He was the one to confirm it existed in 2013.
Oh, interesting. He was like, "Yep, the world needs to know."
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
it could
But
be a
I
thing-
can't imagine. I don't know. Maybe
imagine
Trump
what?
comes off like, I don't know, not as intelligent as but he maybe is. But I don't know if I would tell Trump
What do you mean?
that
No.
there's aliens.
But like the
Like
thing.
I would trust
Maybe it's like a thing in your brain, like, oh, you only know the existence of aliens when you're in the Oval Office, like it's a scan you get, and when you leave, you just don't know. You're just the same old you.
Okay. 8th of December of last year, right? Former Israeli space security chief says extraterrestrials exist and Trump knows about it.
Ooh.
interesting.
A galactic federation. Oh my god, doesn't that just give you chills?
Star
I can't
Trek.
wait until we get into space. I'm sorry. I'm living for that day. I'm so
Oh my
sad
goodness.
that I'm not existing in that time because in the future, like, I would have become a space general. I would be a freaking
Yes.
Mass Effect come to life. That would have been me.
That's-
Remastered.
But he's
Hey,
saying
you might come back, love.
they've been waiting for humans to. Yeah, right. He says a galactic federation has been waiting for humans to reach a stage where we will understand what space and spaceships are.
Right.
Yeah, and again.
He's a former Israeli space security chief, and he sent eyebrows shooting heavenward by saying that Earthlings have been in contact with extraterrestrials from a galactic federation. The UFOs have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready yet. Haim Eshed, former head of Israeli's Defense Ministry Space Directorate, told Israel's Yediot Aharonot newspaper. The interview in Hebrew ran on Friday and gained traction. This is just a month, like December 8th last year.
I had no idea.
And gained traction after parts were published in English by Jerusalem Post on Tuesday. Respected professor and retired general, Eshed said that the aliens were equally curious about humanity and were seeking to understand the fabric of the universe. Eshed said cooperation agreements had been signed between species, including an underground base in the depth of Mars. Where there are American... Max, wait for me to finish, bro.
Okay, no, but with
Come on.
Mars, I just wanted to interject with that.
Well, it's interject. If it's an interjection,
No,
interject.
I just want to say there was people. Someone hacked images on NASA, and there's already people on Mars.
It says there are American astronauts and alien representatives there in the depths of Mars. There's an agreement between the US government and the aliens. They signed a contract with us to do experiments here.
On Earth.
Ew.
On Earth.
Eshed added that President Donald Trump was aware of the extraterrestrials' existence and had been on the verge of revealing information, but was asked not to in order to prevent mass hysteria.
You know what though? I feel like
Elon Musk is
Right.
working for something new. He's
I
out of
don't
a
know.
job.
I feel like though, if they reveal that aliens are real and then they put up like a video of it, people are gonna be like, "Oh,
No
that's
fucking
not real."
No, they're not going to do that.
Like no. I know they're not gonna.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like the world won't go in chaos. I feel like the
No.
world will just be like, "That's not real. That's a hoax."
That's so fake.
and this is why
That
this is a
CGI
hoax.
is so 2005.
Yeah, exactly. Like there will literally be Gen Z and Generation Alpha. Like, oh my god.
I mean,
Did
like,
you see that?
cute light show, but
Oh my God.
no.
Cute.
Like, they'll film it, they'll put it on TikTok, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
literally share to friends and that's it. That would literally be it. Like, I don't feel like I feel like we could deal with that information. I don't think
They're
we can
trying
deal
to make
into
not
it.
people
I
scared.
think we could deal with the information. I think like after COVID, I think we can deal with anything now. Like, as a, maybe that's what it is.
What, they're getting us ready?
Preparing us.
I hope so. I'd like to
For all
know.
eventuality.
That's what I
I
told.
want us to meet aliens before
want
I
us to meet
die.
No, that's exactly what I was trying to get on with, the fact of like the Pentagon releasing that. They're breaking us down slowly and saying, yeah, UFOs exist, and then they'll be like, aliens exist.
Yes, exactly. It's like a slow,
I can't even believe that statement.
Isn't that crazy?
Who's it by, sorry?
The X-Space, what's his
Oh
name?
my god, it must be.
He actually is like, he's got decent credibility. Like, he's like, you know, he has a freaking...
We've made a deal with the aliens to let them test us. Like, that's gross. But if that's gonna... Sorry.
Sorry, you continue.
Space security chief, the former space security chief.
Oh
Honestly,
my gosh.
And have astronauts on Mars. What is Elon Musk doing?
Humans and aliens together in like a galactic federation in the
What?
depths of
That's
Mars.
actually happening?
That's what he just said is happening right
Oh my gosh.
now. What the hell?
Can you
Well-
imagine?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what am I doing here?
So like aliens and humans are literally...
Oh my god.
They have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are, Eshed said, referring to the Galactic Federation. The White House and Israeli officials did not immediately respond to NBC News' request for comment. Soooooo, I think is what her name is, a spokesperson for the Pentagon, declined to comment.
Oh my gosh, it's so interesting as well. They were like, "Oh, just please don't mention us as well." Like that's so funny.
Oh no, it's better if they don't know. It's better if they don't know.
like
they're gonna be asking for gifts and all kinds of shit.
yeah,
you know,
like
leave it.
Trump was like, whatever.
Oh my
like,
god.
He was like,
Oh
I
my god.
accidentally let it slip.
I've just bro, we could realise what happened to Mars, my guy. We could ask them so many questions, how the universe was made, like how all this came about, what happened for all these planets, like how it's so amazing how many questions we could ask them about life. Like it's crazy. How crazy it is.
Maybe COVID was come up with to stop Trump from spilling the beans.
Maybe
To like be like, oh my god, this guy is such
Just
an idiot. We need to give him something else to talk about.
exactly.
A
But
random bat.
also maybe Trump is a distraction as well.
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe Trump is one of them.
That's why he's so idiot.
Oh my god, he's just regurgitating pop culture as his thing.
To be fair, right? If somebody told me Melania was an alien, I'd be like, yes. I'd be like, I believe you.
Oh, crap.
No doubt.
Oh crap! About the Queen. There's a video of the Queen blinking, and one of her pupils change. Like they're freaking demonic. Like they change, and it's like she
I've
blinks
seen
once.
this
She
video.
blinks once, and it's like bloodshot eyes. It's crazy. Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah, you've seen it. It's crazy.
It's not the Queen. I didn't think it was the Queen.
No, it was the Queen. There was a Queen.
Somebody's-
There's a video of a really pop star.
See,
YouTuber.
even maybe if that was real, I'm still like, somebody's photoshopped that. Like,
No.
you know?
There's some agents, I tell you. Anyway, about aliens and everything.
Yep.
World
Oh my
War.
God.
Can I talk about World War II with aliens?
We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to make this a 2-part episode.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we are at 1 hour 20, and we have so much more to
Stop.
talk about.
I have so much. I've got another Corona conspiracy.
I think let's make this a 2-part episode, and let's continue this next week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Next. Okay. Right.
If you're happy to have me back.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. All right.
Max
Sick.
like, oh yeah.
Does that
Sick.
sound good? Because I'm also
Yeah, I'm
worried.
alright. I'm alright with
I'm
that.
worried about this camera dying, and I'm also worried about the job I have to deal with all of this. So
Oh,
let's
damn.
do this. Also, this I really want to talk about more because there's so much. He's published like a whole thing, and he's saying, "I've received my degrees and awards. I'm respected in universities abroad. I have nothing to lose."
OMG.
Like this is
Well,
some.
we had to get my intro out the way, so now
yeah,
next week we're
and
just
also
gonna be on it.
generations. That's important.
Okay.
So yeah, let's do that. So shall we?
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
end it here.
We got the boring stuff away. Let's.
Yeah.
I'm
then
joking. I'm
Wow.
joking.
I'm
I'm
a very
joking.
interesting
We'll
person.
devote an entire episode to conspiracy theories. All of
Okay.
us could do a bit of research
All
on
right,
it.
this is cool.
I wanna
I've done.
research this a
I
bit
did a
more.
lot
Cool,
of research.
I've got quite a few.
You're gonna
that
learn some
we
crazy
didn't get
facts.
to
I just
mention.
wanted to talk to you because, like, can I just say this like one fact? Okay.
You dropped that pen.
You dropped the pen, Max.
Twice.
Okay, one more. Quickly, let's Final thoughts.
Okay.
Final thoughts of this session, and then we'll close for today. Okay.
Oh, final. Well, I wanted to just say one more thing.
your final thing.
Okay. Well, World War II. All right. Okay. So we all know about the.
No.
This does not sound like a final
thoughts.
thing.
Otherwise,
That's what I just said. I wanted to say a new thing.
No.
You've got 1 minute on the clock.
We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it in full next time. I want to give it.
I wrote so much, but it's fine.
Yeah, but I
read a whole freaking thing. I had all these tabs.
We want to give it time. Next
It's natural, right?
1 tab, 2 tabs.
I don't have Joe Rogan's decent cameras, and I can't do 3 hours.
I know.
Okay?
I wasn't.
I'm not hiring.
I wasn't
someone
gonna make
full-time.
it long. I wasn't gonna make it long. I just want to say one thing about that.
No, but you're about to you're literally you're starting as if you're introducing so we all know about whoa.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I just want to say something very short.
that.
No, I didn't. I was literally gonna say 10 seconds or something, but it's too late now. Anyway.
Right, guys.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you doing?
Thank you so much.
My glasses.
What are you doing?
Thank you so
I'm wearing my glasses.
Why are you finishing us out? Hey, put it back on. So rude. Max was talking. Yes, Max.
Okay.
It wasn't going to take that long, but we'll do it next time.
Alright,
okay?
fine. Alright.
Okay, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Welcome.
to the
Oh
end.
my God.
So we are finishing up for today. Okay, I have been number 1.
I have been number 3.
And I have been number 6.
And this has been the 1
and 6
podcast.
Yeah!
See you next time, guys.
Yeah, bye.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I am so mad at the both.